I must say peer pressure is a factor, and having an older and more mature boyfriend adds up to the mess. It's your surroundings that makes you feel at ease doing the wrong things. And even the internet give you all the information needed that will push you to make such things. To be honest, we got intimidated because the internet is very open and vulgar about sex. My boyfriend at that time is 4 years older than me, and I was just 16. I really believe and really in everything he says. I must say too, making yourself believe that you're in love really makes you to do any inappropriate things.
Um, why is teenage pregnancy considered a
A
political
political
issue?
issue. First of all, teenage pregnancy. When you talk about teenage pregnancy, you don't only talk about the person, who gets pregnant at the time that she's not prepared. It has social implications. You talk about one, uh, gender roles in Philippine society. You also talk about the health of of that particular individual. You also talk about an entire gamut of social issues from gender, political, and social. Um, uh, let's look at it this way. I am making sense. I'm sorry. When you talk, what's the root word of politics? Where does the term politics come from? It comes from the Greek word politeia, which means community. So when you talk about teenage pregnancy, it becomes an issue because it affects the community. It affects society as a whole. In fact, it reflects the kind of society that we have right now. Uh, on the issue of power dynamics among the sexes, among the power relationships among the different genders. Usually, in our society, if a teenage girl becomes pregnant, she becomes ostracized in society. Usually, the terms that you hear are malandi ka kasi, haliparot ka. But for people like me who come from a particular gender, that's not even an issue. In fact, I would hazard a guess that there are certain segments of Philippine society that view someone, a male, who is able to impregnate someone who is not really prepared for motherhood as a sign of male virility. So that's one. Number two, the social aspect of it. Motherhood entails certain responsibilities. If you become pregnant at an age that you are not yet socially prepared for the responsibilities, what would happen to you? What would happen to your child? Also, statistics would also show you an population fund that women who get pregnant during their teenage years will not be able to finish their education. So if you're not able to finish education, then what would happen to you, and what kind of contribution can you make to society? Your prospects your prospect for personal development and your contribution to society then becomes it becomes bleak in a way. So that's why it's a political issue. It affects the community as a whole. So it doesn't only affect the persons involved. It also affects the entire community as a whole.
So your first question was, for you, what is the cause of teenage pregnancy?
As already explained by your classmate, when sociologists look at a particular social issue, we have to think of all possible factors that would affect, and it's not only about internet. Of course, you have personal problems, family problems that might affect, but of course, internet is one. New technologies is one factor that really escalated the rising statistics of teenage pregnancy. And we conducted a study last year with the United Nations Population Fund, and they tasked us to conduct a research in looking into the challenges of teenage pregnancy, youth problems in the Philippines in general, and we look at teenage pregnancy. And a lot of them would say that it's because of the internet that people are now exposed to, all these kinds of things that they want to explore. And the kids or the young people themselves also are aware of the fact that because of this internet technology, people are now somewhat like having this early sexual precociousness. It's a term where individuals would actually have their sexual debut at a young age. And so when we conducted our focus group discussions in different provinces in the Philippines, teenage pregnancy is a growing or escalating problem. As young as 12 years old would be pregnant, and I think it's because of early exposure to technologies like mobile phones, where you can actually see all these very vulgar films. And then of course you have personal family problems that would affect your behavior as well. And then of course there's addiction, alcoholism. So once you are intoxicated, you don't know what you're really doing.
Jay Silibiran. I am the director for the campus missions in our community, Light of Jesus Family. And on the side, what I do is I give retreats and recollections. I've also been a teacher of religion.
So let's start with the questions.
Sure.
Is your church community willing to address teen pregnancy and related topics?
Yes, our community, the Light of Jesus Family, this is founded by Brother Bo Sanchez. It's different ministries. And one of the ministries that we have is called Grace to be Born.
Okay.
Particularly in that ministry, we take care of those who are young women who got pregnant. And we take care of them hanggang sa makonsig nila yung anak nila. Pagka walang, walang nag-take responsibility dun sa bata. That's one, yung Grace to be Born. Another naman is, of course, our media materials. We have magazines like Fish Magazine, Kirigma Magazine, and through that we also disseminate information. And of course, at our feast, yung event namin, it's our Catholic prayer gathering. We have topics that discusses about this. Like, ang isang topic namin before was the money, sex, and power. So one part of that, we discuss about sex, particularly about not family sex, but holy sex. A lot of young people attended it.
Actually, it's a good project.
Yeah.